and that shit builds up fast, and it fucking hurts. And it's this giant just lake of scarlet rot, and there's these towers. You know those pillars that you had to ignite in the underground area?
Right.
They look like those, but when you walk up to them, there's these pressure plates, and when you step on them, it raises land out of the ground. Yeah, and so I was doing a little bit of that, and then I got knocked. Like some of the platforms are really high up that it raises, and then I got knocked off and died. I was like, okay, no, I'll come back.
I am not hearing computer audio, I realize. So, like, I hear you talking, but League of Legends is not providing any audio, so I don't know if that's a League problem. Nope, League has audio. I don't know what I've changed for it to have gone away all of a sudden. Because headset's on. Can you keep talking for me?
I'm sorry. I keep getting distracted. I'm reading. I'm using my eyes, my special eyes.
Wonder. No, this is on. Don't forget you gotta pick a second rule.
Oh, I thought I picked Phil. Whoops.
We're gonna let that run for a second, and then I'm gonna try and figure this out. I haven't fucked with anything today, so I don't necessarily understand what is going on. Yep, no noise there. And noise is pretty important to my mental functionality as a person. So, what I'm gonna do... I don't have any... I need like a noise I can play in the background. I have an idea. Noise. So that's playing just fine. And the stream is registering it just fine. I'm pretty sure I can still hear you. I don't hear you talking. It's okay. It's okay. So it is just League of Legends that is causing the issue. Because YouTube is working just fine. So that's interesting. And then I'm trying out YouTube for the first time. So it is just League of Legends. I don't want to hear my own voice. That's disgusting. So let's go back to YouTube Studio, I guess. Caitlyn Senna. Me invading, FYI. Interesting. League of Legends isn't even on the volume mixer. Might have to just restart it or something. I don't know. Again, I haven't really messed with anything today, so I don't know what's going on. And then visually, though, I mean, stream looks good. Interesting. League of Legends isn't even on the volume mixer. Might have to just restart it or something. I don't know. Still don't like my vocal cords. Let's see here. Properties. Default. And then can you continue to say words for me? Aha! So there's League. Continue to say words for me. Ah! Nope. No. No vocal cords here. There will be no such thing. Oh, when we go on without our Amumu, because he's eating.
I really need a new gun.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn."
Did get 10 gold though.
Lots of belts.
So
For no reason.
I think the stream is working just fine. I think the audio is working. I'm trying out 60 FPS on it. I figured I would just go hard. I was like, oh man, YouTube, I got this. Because I don't know if you recall, but my my VODs just have no audio for some reason. Cannot figure out why. And unfortunately, every single like post about it points towards DMCA. And when you message Twitch about it, they're like, sorry, broski, but that's not the issue. It's your fault. I'm like, what? So it's cool. We're gonna figure something out. Because I gotta have my dreams must come true. I gotta keep trying. There was another platform that I saw today that I was like briefly curious about.
Anything you say can and will be used against you.
First blood. An ally has been slain.
This is the first time I've played against Senna in a while. It's heartbreaking. Oh, and so as for like poor unfortunate soul Chris, dude. So he couldn't summon me, right? So I was like, well, let's figure it out, right? And so in our attempts to figure it out, we accidentally found like a catacombs nearby. And so we go inside. And so the catacombs, you can't summon people in. I don't know if that's like a coincidence or what. My assumption is you don't actually traverse most of it like yourself. You actually traverse most of it through those stupid transport chests. This lane is absolutely toxic, by the way, because I already hate Senna. Caitlyn doesn't make it better. But so, couldn't summon Chris, so I beat it by myself. It was pretty easy. And then poor Chris, though, he doesn't have like some of the same stats that I do. So like there's a section where like a guy poisoned him, so he travels through like the whole dungeon poisoned. And then, on top of traveling through the whole thing basically poisoned, he runs out of healing potions, and then has to eat one of the those like meat dumplings, which also poison you. So it's this like endless cycle of death for him. He doesn't die, mind you. He actually really, really toughs it out. How did I miss? That was so good. I predicted the flash. Bro, I'm so bad. I don't think he needed it. But so the dungeon itself was really cool, by the way. Just like having to traverse through the random like chests. There's obviously like a sequence to it, but you know, you spend a lot of it like they're not like labeled or anything. You just have to guess that you went into the right one. Because I wouldn't have continued exploring it in the way that I did if I hadn't been watching Chris's perspective. Because as you'd expect, he managed to find all the like enemy chests. I hate this lane, by the way, with all my heart. But because like one of them takes you to a pot room where there's 2 Giga Chad pots in there waiting for you to teleport in. So poor Chris is like, "What the hell is this?" And I'm like, "What?" Now, I did manage to get, like, an extra 3 ritual pots out of it, or whichever version I got. I know that there's 2 different versions now, not that I know what they do differently. Die. When the whole squad shows up to help you out. He'll never take me alive. So no! At the very least, like, Fizz tried to take the kill. I don't know how you got it. But, so yeah, poor Chris there. And then we decide, or I look around some more. There's a second, like, dungeon across the way. So by coincidence, there's a mausoleum on one side and then a ruins on the other. So we go into these ruins, and I'm sure you've seen them, those one-hit kill chariots. Well, this one has like 4 of them, and they're not, the paths that you take aren't as long, and you actually get to kill the chariots. So mechanically, it was really cool. Really fun dungeon. We did get invaded, though, at one point, so that kind of threw me for a loop. No, Thresh, you threw her the wrong way! I didn't need to flash there, I'm so... I just was like, I must save him! My power! Good job. I don't know why I panic flashed, though. I think I just wasn't sure. I doubted myself and my power. Oh, no. So I got the flash, like the heal. The heal I landed no matter what. But I was scared that I was gonna miss the bullet. I didn't want to like slender my way, around the bullet, and then you die and me sit there and sulk that I let you die. Because you know me and my slender frame. So I'm not necessarily sure the best ways to manage the YouTube chat, because I think it's working. I think it's fine. I got it pulled up on the phone. I got it pulled up on Streamlabs. The studio mode that they have wasn't working for me. Probably user error, of course. Ooh, Vex got an amazing ulti.
An easy caller.
I thought Fizz had us covered there. I was wrong. Oh, but so the final boss for this mausoleum, by the way, you'll never believe it. It's that stupid Crucible Knight. They bring him back again for like the 4th fight. And his comrade Crucible Spearman, and Crucible Spearman is also pretty annoying.
Think again.
Thresh has the most savage combo I've ever seen. I don't know if you looked at his rune, but he has fucking Predator. That is the scariest thing I've ever seen. What? And so it took me about like 3 tries on my run to do it, because A, there's 2 of them, and B, like, Chris's durability doesn't quite work too well against those guys, because they hit pretty fucking hard. If you think we can. And they get stronger with their super cool, halfway point move, and ultimately it's a really toxic fight for 2 of them in the same room. So then we try and do it on Chris's. Well, unfortunately for Chris's, like, for him to be summoned in, he's like about as strong as he would be to just be in my world. So the game nerfs me into the ground, and like it's just hard to kill one of them. So I showed Chris the legendary chicken farm.
Turret plating will fall soon. Shut down.
And may that assist him in his endeavors, because he's been getting through most of the content by himself. Or I think he has. I actually don't know. I lagged at the worst time, but I still got a kill, so I feel good about myself. I love this Thresh. He's a fucking madman. Is that an all AD team that I can? True. I'll just build attack speed and we'll just try and hyper carry. But see, yeah, fighting two of them's a pain in the ass. Like, we ended up still not being able to play against the boss that he needed help with. Also, he hasn't been doing like the mausoleums or the catacombs or whatever, because he doesn't have any spirit ashes except that jellyfish. And like I said to him, don't get me wrong, I like the jellyfish. Jellyfish is really cool. How can you not like a jellyfish? But it's not all that strong, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm lagging. Lagging pretty hard. Not as... Or, I guess not hard, but like I get the stutter, and the stutter shows up at the wrong time and place. What's that little mark around you? Oh yeah, that's right, Vex. I love Kraken Slayer. I'll always like it just because of how satisfying that noise is. Even though I can't CS with it because I'm trash. I'm out of here. Ah, it's me. Man, this team is just so packed. I want this though. Oh. Oh. There's just so much shenanigans happening here. Oh my god! Oh, she missed the flash! Oh! You guys are all toxic. I hate all of you. No, I mean, you do you. The next best thing, I'm telling you, is Predator or Mumu. Just put Predator on anyone who has like a grapple of any kind. I was so the other day when I went up to the office, I was talking to one of our coworkers, another supervisor, and we were talking about League, and, and at one point they were shit talking Marissa for her like just miscellaneous spending habits because. Because she does have some pretty goofy spending habits. You never really know what she's gonna buy. And we were talking about our spending on League of Legends, and I was like, I don't know if you guys are ready to hear, you know, my gaming spending. And we're like, yeah, it's like I think it's like 3,000 now total. Now, mind you, that's over the course of like, however it's been like 12 years, if not more. So $3,000 is really like. It's still a lot, right? Like, for one game, it's kind of a lot to think. But I mean, honestly, like, I shift through skins all the time. Like, I shift through skins, I shift through champions. So for me, having all these cosmetics, it really does make sense. Now, for someone like James, having that much spent doesn't really make sense, because he doesn't play as many champions as I do. Oh.
Double kill. An enemy has been slain.
That's just absolutely wicked. And like, honestly, the only other game that I could think of where I would even like be compelled to spend that much just offhand, or I'll let you guess because I'm sure you could probably guess. It would probably be Fortnite. Like, if we played Fortnite more and we were like, wow, Fortnite's the shit, like, I could certainly be compelled to like to end up doing that much. Because by now we would have played it about that much too. Because it's been out forever. I think we were still in high school when it came out. Pretty sure. No, it didn't. Because I don't remember playing it while I was at mom's. Because not once did I ever have to say, Mom, could I get some V-Bucks? And I think that would that would have stuck out pretty obviously or blatantly to me. Ooh, that was a harsh combo. Okay, I love you, Queso, but you're just too big now, dude. Ooh. like to think we all made the right choice there. You got Hullbreaker back. I'm coming. I don't know why we didn't push that one. I almost had it. Ah, fear! It didn't work.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
I agree. Oh my god. Ah, the classic. I've seen it before, and I would have loved to have seen it there, where he just drags you, your little mummy body, across the map. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, it's talking about spending. Because, like, Fortnite continues to do like, just batshit crazy stuff. I showed Gabe a skin, like, I don't know, like 3 days ago. It was, like, the black and white cartoon, and it was, like, a muscular cat. And the skin comes with, like, its own dance that's very, like, cartoonish in nature, where he, like, twists his body around and stuff. And his traversal is a little, black and white steam train or steam engine. I was like, this skin slaps. I mean, we can end, I think. Tradition. As the crystal guides. So can you change your FPS midstream is the real question. You cannot. So let me... Yeah, for some reason the League client itself doesn't want to do audio, which I guess doesn't matter